PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Are you being haunted by the things that have occurred in your past? By the painful episodes that you have lived through? And do you truly desire to be free of the pain associated with those events? Have you actually had a belly full of suffering? If so, then please watch this short presentation and act accordingly. Now, first of all, you have to understand that there is a very good reason why you are now finding it difficult to shake off those memories which are destroying your quality of life. And the reason is as follows. From your very first day in this existence, you were actually taught through the example of others to hang on to the past, to actually live in the past, in the pain of your emotions, your thoughts. You were actually taught to constantly think and talk about the past, to exist mainly in your memory. Habits, which, as I am sure you will agree, are not going to help you be able to forget or let go of the memories / thoughts which are currently causing you distress. I mean, just take an intelligent look around yourself and you will realize that absolutely everyone is living in the past, that they are constantly thinking and talking about the past, what they have done, where they have been, what so-and-so said, who wronged them in some way or another, etc., etc. Now, I am sure that up until now, you will have considered the habit of thinking and talking about the past as being perfectly normal, which indeed it is, as almost everyone does it almost all of the time. But is it really the intelligent thing to do, to actively work to promote your own mental suffering? Of course not. Now, I am sure that many of you out there will be insisting that there are many things that have happened in your past which you enjoy both thinking and talking about. And my answer to that is, you simply cannot hang on to the past when it suits you and then choose to deny it when not. If you wish to continue to hang on to the past, well then you must accept that there are in fact two sides to it and continue to suffer accordingly. You see, giving up all mental suffering is about leaving what is normal well behind you. It is about realizing that just because many billions of people actually do something in a certain way, that it does not make it the correct way to go about things. That in order to be truly free of the past, of your memory, and the mental suffering it contains, the past simply must be left in the past, where if you are honest, it naturally belongs anyway. Now I also understand that many of you out there will be insisting that we learn from our past, from our experiences, and that as such the past is impossible to let go of completely. And my answer to that is, there are in essence two different types of past. There is the past that you learn from in a factual sense, and then there is the past out of which your present mental suffering is arising. A past which is built upon a foundation of impressions, hearsay, half-truths, lies, contradictions, and general falsehoods. One is clearly a benefit to you, whilst the other is obviously not. In other words, what I am saying to you is, in order to give up the pain associated with your past, you must be willing to give up your past. You must be willing to give up referring to your past in both thought and general conversation. Actually give up constantly referring to your memory. Unless, of course, you are dealing only in facts. For instance, when you need to tell someone at work where you have placed the key for the safe, and even when you have done something of that nature, You must then neither think nor talk about it again, unless, of course, another purely practical question is asked of you. Do you see what I am asking of you? I am asking you to change from being a mere thinker, a talker, a sufferer, to becoming a doer. An individual who no longer thinks in endless circles, but who rather in the now actually thinks straight, from one action to another action. An individual who never looks back, unless it is absolutely necessary. I am asking you to begin existing in the present, in the now, to walk that very fine line that actually separates the sane from the insane, from those who simply enjoy being life in the moment to those who suffer endlessly in the past. Now, once you do begin to look at existing in the present, or in the now, in the correct manner, you will begin to realize that as now, or as the present, you are in fact untouchable, that you are as now, or as the present, actually beyond all mental suffering. I mean, if you look at now, or the present intelligently, you will realize that now is in fact the only moment in which you can actually enjoy being life, and that as we are in fact human beings, that we are actually meant to be existing in the now, or in the present anyway, as one can in fact only be now. Now, I understand more than any other that the action of turning one's life around in this manner is not easy, that you could actually equate doing so with the salmon that fights against the flow of the river in order to eventually find its way home. You see, you will make the change, but those around you will attempt to make you give up, will attempt to make you get back in line with the rest of the endlessly suffering throng, to make you compromise your happiness once more. You must, however, remain strong. Understand both what you are doing and, more importantly, why you are doing it. You desire to be free, free of the pain of the past. Now, this is very important. Breaking these habits of a lifetime is not going to be easy. There will be many times when you actually catch yourself either thinking or talking about the past. But you must not condemn yourself for doing so. Simply give up the line of thought, or whatever you may be talking about, and begin again. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that, as now, that light is actually within reach. My best wishes go out to you, wherever you may be. Andrew.